Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to talk to you about being pruned to bloom. Towards the end of 2015, life started to prune me back quite a bit. First, I learned that my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer, and a few months after that, my father passed away unexpectedly. Now, a couple weeks after that happened, one of my most important mentors died, and at the same time, I was having to come to terms with the fact that my 23-year relationship was also going to end. Oh, and by the way, I was starting to feel a really unsettling sense of unrest in my career. Like I was wanting to do something beyond the real estate industry and expand, but I didn't know how I would do that or what I would call myself or where I should go. And I was really pretty confused. To the point where at the end of 2016, I felt really compromised and uninspired, and essentially spent all of 2017 in an apartment in downtown Austin, single for the first time since I was 19, in an apartment for the first time since I was 19, and feeling very humbled, like life had really taken the pruning shears and chopped me down. So I had to spend all of 2017 alone, basically figuring out who I was as an individual. Now, eventually, John and I found, we began to communicate again and talk about putting our lives back together. And at the same time that was happening, I had already decided that I was out of Texas. I was moving to California like I'd always wanted to do. And the housing market here is just as intense as it is in Central Texas. And so I couldn't find a house right away. I had to go into yet another apartment, which looked great on paper, but felt like another limb was chopped off, because when I got into this apartment, it was loud. When I opened the sliding glass door, there was like a Target right there and a bus stop. And there was no green space for Chug. And it's like, what am I doing? Like, what the hell is going on? And the feeling of unrest in my career kept intensifying. And I started feeling more and more twisted inside about what am I going to do? So why am I talking about this? Well, what I learned this week that stands out the most is that once a year, to keep a rose bush healthy, you have to prune it. I mean, like, y'all, prune it to the damn ground. So I've filmed in this park before. This is Mission Park, and there's a rose garden in this park. And do you see that? Like that, I knew they were gonna prune the bushes, but a couple days ago, you couldn't even see those houses behind me because these bushes were so tall. And I knew that at some point in the winter this was going to happen, but now don't laugh, okay? Because maybe this is not earth-shattering news to you, but what you have to understand is that there are just some things that I'm never going to figure out in life, like how to keep plants alive in the house, and like I do not have a green thumb. I knew that roses need to be pruned, but I didn't know they were going to be chopped to the ground. I mean, look, if you look at that, if you didn't know any better, you would think that that is a dead plant and it's just, you know, destroyed. But underground, these rose bushes are just fine. Life is taking care of them, and the pruning is what is going to allow these bushes to come back stronger in the spring. Now, you may be going through some things that make it feel like life is chasing you around with some pruning shears. But underneath the surface, you're just fine. Everything is going to work out, and here's how you know how. I bet you can look back at another time in your life when you felt pruned to the ground, only to have come out the other side just blooming for the world to see. I mean, if you're watching this video right now and you're alive, what that means is that whatever adversity life had in store for you, you successfully navigated it and made it to the other side. And likewise, whatever you're going through now, you're going to make it through this as well. You know, one of the biggest lessons that life keeps presenting me, bigger and bigger opportunities to learn, is that if we trust life, life will figure things out and will keep us safe. Truth be told, the last 4 years, I have felt a lot like these rose bushes behind me. But like my astrologer told me, January 2020 was going to bring in massive amounts of new energy and new inspiration. And so earlier this week, when I sent an email to everybody on this list, announcing the launching of Kick Your Own Butt Coaching, a new coaching program I've created, to me, that felt like springing back to life with new purpose and fresh focus and a new way to use my voice. You know, we all have different superpowers, and I entered into this world with the ability to kick my own butt. No one ever had to teach me that. I don't know how to keep landscaping alive, but I certainly can kick my own butt. And if we've worked together in like a salesmanship capacity, and I've taught you how to get good at selling, you know that what automatically came along with that, one way or another, was guidance so that you can kick your own butt. In fact, when I work with people moving forward in real estate and any other industry where people are self-employed, I'm not going to be the guy who's going to take your money in order to hold you accountable. I believe that's an inside job. I can't hold you accountable, only you can do it. But I can show you how, and that's what the new coaching program is all about. And who knew that some damn rose bushes being cut to the ground could provide so much inspiration for a weekly vlog? Well, that's what I learned this week, and I want to know, what did you learn this week? Was it this, or was it something else? Join the conversation, drop down, leave me a comment. My name is Jason Edwards, and let's go think bigger this week.